the Diadem Court Flo. So this is their second generation of shoe, and this shoe is really geared towards the recreational player, the person that is really more on the stylish side. They play a little bit of pickleball, but they're not meaning to be on the courts all day long. So casual wear, something you wear around the house, go for walks, that kind of thing. $115 for these. You get a 10% discount using our code in the description below. So it does put shoes right at $100 plus shipping and tax, however they do that. So let's talk about the features in these, and then we'll just talk about how they feel and what I think about them. So they do have performance mesh upper. So they do have all of this is breathable fabric all the way around here on every spot of this shoe. It is covered in some areas with this logo, just going with the style points there. It's not going to breathe that well here, but the tongue is all mesh, so it'll breathe on the tongue here and it'll breathe over here. What they've also done is they've got a Flo foam midsole. So the midsole here has a little bit of shape to it. So inside here, this pinches up against your arch a little bit, and it gives you a little bit of support on the side right here, right in the middle of your foot. So that's why we call it a midsole. The foam midsole here is also part of the insert down here, gives you that arch support on the inside of this shoe. What they've said is this is a carbon rubber. So it's carbon mixed with rubber, and it's got this herringbone pattern. So they call that a herringbone when they're crossing like that, and that's supposed to give it more grip. It's got a little bit of an indentation right here on the bottom of the shoe. Let's look at this guy here. Same thing here, a little bit of an indentation and a couple different tread patterns on here. I will say that these shoes are stiff, so they're made to be broken in a little bit. So you're gonna have to wear these in a little, like I talked about before, so your feet don't get too tired. Wear them around the house a little bit. If your feet get tired, take them off, wear something else, and then kind of get up to where you can wear them longer, especially if it's shaping your feet. If this is giving you arch support and your other shoes didn't have arch support, then it's going to take a break-in period for your feet to get used to the shoes and to mold to the shoes just as the same as the shoe is molding to your feet. Now it has a pretty good plushness here. It's not overly thick on the heel cap, but it's still good support around here. The heel cap all the way around here, you can feel it's got TCF inside here, holds its shape, and this has a little bit more lateral stability than the Selkirk we were just reviewing, because it does have this fake leather overwrapping here that is stiffening this. I don't know how much. It doesn't feel like it has any of the TPU in here, but it does feel thicker on this material here. So it does give a little bit of rigidity to the wall of this shoe. But for $115, I think they're stylish. The ladies have a fair amount of colors, like 4 or 5 different colors that they can get. And the guys got, I think, a couple choices, not a whole lot of choices on the guys' side. But other than that, I think it's a decent looking shoe. I think it does have enough wide support on here, so enough lateral stability. You can see it's got a pretty low toe kick. So you see your toes up here, probably the ball of your foot might be up here. It's a little bit lower, so it's giving more stability to the whole side of the shoe, not necessarily just on the toe area. So a little bit lower on the toe kick on the side, but really that's where you're planting your feet. So really anything on the side of the shoe here that's extended past the shoe is going to give you more support. So you'll see that all tennis shoes do that. Just where they put the flare and how big that flare is the differences of the brands. And then the materials on the bottom, right? This carbon rubber, it's going to last. I've got a lot of rounds in this thing, and it still, you can tell it looks brand new on the bottom. So these things are not wearing out, even where I do toe drag. Now they do have the leather cover a little bit over the toe area as well, and that can give you a little bit more protection for those of us that drag our toes when we're getting up to the line or we're doing certain moves, but should have enough support there